confusion and disbelief at France's main international airport. Air France flight 447 was due to land at Charles de Gaulle in Paris at 11:15 a.m. local time, but it never arrived. This is a photograph of the plane involved. Air France says it's likely the aircraft suffered an electrics failure in severe weather.
After the plane had flown through the turbulent zone or during the time it flew, we received automatic messages from the plane that tell us that certain systems, including electrical systems, had failed. You can interpret, if you like, that something dramatic or strong happened to the plane when it flew through the turbulent zone.
The flight left Rio de Janeiro on Sunday evening with a journey of more than 9,000 kilometres ahead of it. It was due to land in Paris on Monday morning, a journey time of more than 10 hours. But it lost contact 3 hours after takeoff. That's about 3,000 kilometres into the journey. Brazil's Air Force says it sent its planes northeast from its base at Fernando de Noronha to try and find the jet. There were 228 people on board the jet when it disappeared. Their relatives are being taken care of in a special area at Charles de Gaulle Airport. Similar scenes in Rio de Janeiro, where family members gathered to wait for more news.
The whole of Air France and all of its personnel have been deeply touched and are concerned by the loss that the relatives of passengers have suffered, and we're going to do everything possible to help them.
The French president met relatives at the airport, describing the event as a catastrophe.
We are facing a very dramatic event, an accident, a tragic accident. The chances of finding survivors at this point is very little. Has finished, in fact.
The plane, an Airbus A330 similar to this one, entered service in 2005 and last underwent maintenance just 6 weeks ago. But it's the same type of aircraft as a Qantas plane involved in an incident last October. In that case, dozens of people were injured when the plane experienced a sudden change in altitude. That's likely to focus investigators' attention onto the flight control computers. But this time, with no crash site to pore over, finding out what happened will be a difficult task. Jane Azapati, Al Jazeera.